Hey everybody, it's Marty here for Nintendo Dads, and I am so excited to bring you this review today of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch. If you're like me, then you've played Hyrule Warriors. You played it on your Wii U or you played it on the Legends version on your 3DS, which I played both of simply because of all the extra content. And if you're like me, you may have been a little skeptical of this re-release. And I hope by doing this review that I'm able to allay some of the fears that you may have had about the Nintendo Switch package collecting all of the DLC and all of the content together in one definitive edition, one glorious full-on package. And guys, in my limited time with this game that I've gotten to spend over the last few days, I have to say that I have been blown away by the way this game looks and by the way this game plays on the Nintendo Switch. It takes everything, if you love Hyrule Warriors, it takes everything about it and it amps it up to 11. And words can't describe, that's why I wanted to do a video review, words can't describe how good and how fluid this looks when it's in motion on the Switch. And so today we're going to play through this Faron Woods level that we've unlocked with Linkle, who is one of my favorite characters. And before we do that, let me just go back and kind of give some history of this game for people who haven't played it. Hyrule Warriors is a Musu game, which is a type of, I guess, 1 versus 1 billion war type game that's developed by Koei Tecmo, best known for Dynasty Warriors, which is part of that franchise and actually started it. And it features characters here in the Zelda universe fighting through hordes of familiar monsters. So you're going to have monsters like bokoblins and goblins and poes and skeletons and all kinds of different things like that, Stalfos, and bosses like Goma and Dodongo, and a host of characters. As you can see here, we can only pick Linkle, but if I'll go back to this stage, you can see we've got Sheik, we've got Impa. Ones you've already completed, you can go back and you can kind of do free runs through those stages and different things, and use any character that you want once the game is beaten. And there are a host of characters, as well as all kinds of new stuff in this game that has never been on a home console before. It was only on the 3DS, like the King of Red Lions and Tetra, and some of those characters like Skull Kid and others, I believe, that were only 3DS exclusives. So we're going to play through this Faron Woods level with Linkle. I'm pretty excited about this because I love Linkle, and this is just an introduction to who she is and her story. So let's pause right here and take a listen to this. Just going to take a moment here to say that I wish that this was not the only game that Linkle was in, because I think there's some cool possibilities for her in the Zelda universe. And quite frankly, when they released this game in between the debut trailer of Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild actually releasing, and seeing the design for Link that was there, I actually assumed that Linkle was going to be the main character of the next game, and this was just us getting ready for that. But the whole dual crossbows thing, super cool. Is she Link's sister? Is she Link's cousin? We don't know. Magic compass. It's always magic, right? Linkle is a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. One of the things that you'll notice as you begin to play this game is that Magic Compass is not working. Obviously, you'll notice that too. Is that the graphics, while not much more improved than the Wii U version, the frames per second really does make a difference. And I'm totally an anti-FPS guy. Like, I don't care as long as it's a good game. But the first time that I played this, I was on handheld, which is comparable to the Wii U quality. It's 60 frames per second on the handheld as well. But it really shows through on, when you dock it and when you put it on a TV. I was blown away by how fast and how fluid it was and how well it performed. And like, I just made me fall in love with this game all over again. And I'm really having a good time playing through it. Controls are responsive and tight, just like they should be for a game like this, just like we would expect from a Hyrule Warriors game if you've already played it. And so the question then becomes, as we talk about this game and as as I show you some of this game, is it worth buying again? Is it worth buying for some of us, triple dipping into this? And I think the question is answered best by asking two other questions. Are you a Zelda fan? And are you a Muso fan? Are you a fan of this type of game? So, the girl in the green tunic, current status, we need to defeat Skull Kid. Cool, we can do that. And it looks like I'm on my own. So here we go. There he is. I'm just going to be honest. I hate Skull Kid. And it may be because I hate Majora's Mask. And if that makes you hate me, then I'm sorry. But I don't get it. I didn't like the game back when. I didn't like the game ever. I love the fact that her soldiers are chickens as well. It's fantastic. And as I'm, spinning the battlefield here, changing views, and she's fighting, you're going to see that there's a ton of difference, I think, between the performance of the Wii U version and this version. Go over here and kill these guys. Leave my chickens alone. Okay, so apparently they're wanting me to go to Skull Kid right now. And you know what? We can do that. We can go up here, take on Skull Kid. And of course, if you've played this game, you know that the Y button is light attacks, X for more powerful attacks that chain into combos. The A button is used for your special, which you can see that I have right there underneath my hearts. And that power builds up over time. Apparently, with Linkle, she also has the option to shoot her crossbow by pressing X. It's kind of like Zelda in this game if you've ever played it. She has the ability to power up her attacks by pressing the X button and charging up. And so now I'm searching for Skull Kid. And that's one of the things about this game too, is that I will say as a con is that it doesn't always give you the best directions about what to do next. And when the battle gets heated and you've got multiple characters fighting and you've got all kinds of other things, it can certainly be a lot to manage. So we're going to go down here. We're going to take a right. And this should take us over towards Skull Kid. Let's see what her special looks like. Pretty cool. Didn't do much. You can press the L button to lock on to certain enemies, like I locked onto that Poe and was able to, kind of skirt around him while he was doing his special attack. And that octagon that appeared over him, or the hexagon, gives you a window of opportunity to deplete that, and your character will do a special attack. There's Skull Kid, who just disappeared. But while we're here, let's capture this fort, which is also an important part of this game. The more forts that you capture, the more areas that your army controls, the better morale your army will have. And when your army has better morale, then they will fight better for you and won't get routed as easily. Says there's an owl right here. Did I miss it? Yeah. There's the gatekeeper to open the gate. And the gate's open. Let's go fight Skull Kid. Nope. Of course not. And occasionally you will get a treasure chest and things like that. So there are bonuses to go throughout the game. There's lots of ways to upgrade your character. There's really a lot, almost too many options in this game if you want to be honest. And when you get into a character roster of like 20 something characters, you begin to understand why a bit. Apparently there is a chick that I'm supposed to... Okay, there's the cuckoo chick. Ah. I need to bomb this, maybe? What? Capture the keep and find Skull Kid. Okay, great. Again, this is one of those situations where it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I mean, what do I really need to do? Because it's very, very easy to get distracted by all of what could be called menial tasks and side quests during each one of these maps. Like this one. Fight all these big Poe. Okay, well, why? Why am I doing that? Okay, so where did the chick go? Okay, right here. Skull Kid's about to summon monsters. Okay, and now there's a Skulltula somewhere on the field, and I'm still escorting the chick. So, not sure where the chick needs to go. And these escort missions... Like one monster can keep them where they need to be. Okay, let's check our battlefield info here. Our status. Defeat Skull Kid. Mission list. Escort the cuckoo chick to the feeding area. Okay. See, that made no sense. I'm sure that if... okay, so that one's... I didn't... Okay. Blue flashlight. I have liberated the keep. Let's go kill this guy. And again, I hope you guys are able to see as we do this how big a difference there is in like the way this game performs on the Switch versus the Wii U. Maybe it's just me, but I really think you can see the difference. Oh, there's Skull Kid. Let's kill him. Wonderful. Defeat Skull Kid. Okay. I reckon I can do that. Just gotta figure out how to get up there. Definitely, if you see bags, red bags like that, you definitely want to get those. We do not want the north square to fall. So let's go take care of that. Let's go ahead and do our little magic thing here. And there is a different special if you use your magic. Okay, we have kept that from falling. Let's go beat Skull Kid. We got caught in that for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna quit fighting Skull Kid to go help a cuckoo chick. Sorry. He is beaten. It is possible. To go. Well, I thought he was beaten. Let's go down here and help this cuckoo chick. Now. All right, go eat or whatever you're doing. Yay, all right. Very good. I did that one. So South Square now for a final beatdown on Skull Kid. And honestly, I love games like this. They're great stress relief. I don't necessarily know that they're for everyone. However, it's hard for me to say anything bad about this game because I bought it 3 times. Or actually, this copy was provided by Nintendo. But it's hard for me to say anything negative about it because I have enjoyed it every time I've played it. I've enjoyed it on the 3DS. I've enjoyed it on the Switch. I have enjoyed it on the Wii U. But the thing is that out of all 3 of them, if I had to give you a choice, I would want to play it on the Switch. Obviously, the portability factor is huge, but this is the pinnacle of this game. I don't think they could ever re-release it again. But knowing Nintendo, they might. Who knows? But it's fantastic. I think if you're a Zelda fan, there's a lot here for you. I think if you're a fan of this genre of games, there's a lot here for you. There is a story. Some people were asking if there is a story to this game. Yes, and it's like Zelda mashup fantasticness. And I definitely feel like this is one of those games that you can just play and kind of switch off, if that's something I could say. Just kind of switch your brain off and play through it and enjoy, because that's what it is. It's just fun. It's enjoyable. The controls are tight. They're responsive. The graphics are great. The sound is amazing. Classic Zelda tunes turned into like 80s rock anthems. Huge cavalcade of characters that actually lets you play as a lot of iconic villains of the series, new characters like Linkle, and surprise characters like King Daphnis and Tetra and others. I don't know how you can lose with this unless you just don't like this type of game. And then if you don't like this type of game, even if you like Zelda, it's not for you, because it's going to be a Musu game. And so you're not going to get much more than that. You've seen about 20 minutes of footage here, enough to know what you're going to get. And so, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this Let's Play / review of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition here on the Switch. Thanks for watching. You can find our podcast every week over on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. And for the rest of the Nintendo Dads, I'm Marty. Bye-bye.